This morning, we are getting a closer look at some one-of-a-kind art on a miniature scale.
Explore how miniatures are made and learn more about their historical context through the lens of the artist.
Tim is live at the Art of the Miniature exhibit in Lake Forest. Tim, or should I call you Goliath today?
Hey guys, I wanted to show off the new house I bought for myself here in Lake Forest, and it's all I could afford here because of inflation. But no, isn't this fascinating, the detail that goes into these miniatures? And this is kind of more of a modern version. We're going to talk a little bit about the Chicago connection. Some artists, some craftsmen had a big influence on this movement that continues today. And here to tell us about it is the guest curator, Madeline Crispel. Thanks for joining us today. So this is more of a modern example?
That's right. So this dollhouse, this was created by a local interior designer, Lynn Byer, when she was 12 years old. And as you can see from the working electricity, everything, that she's still been working on it ever since. This is the entry point to our exhibition, The Art of the Miniature.
Okay, so that's a modern example. And the influences of this kind of art movement really started or had a lot to do with this woman right here, right?
That's right,
Chicago.
Narcissa Thorne. So if you've ever been to the Art Institute, I'm sure you've heard the name, the Thorne Miniature Rooms. Narcissa Thorne built many of these miniature rooms with the help of her studio, and what we have in this exhibition are examples that you wouldn't get to see if you went to the museum. Things that she did later in life that are today only in private collections.
And so most of her collection, the remaining parts of it, like 68 of them, are now at the Art Institute in the city?
That's right. You can see most of her work at the Art Institute. These are things that she did later for the different causes that she was a part of to be auctioned off. And also, like the one that you can see here of a map maker's studio, some modern examples by miniature artists like the Cupjack Studios.
And he kind of carries on her tradition. He was trained under her or worked with her?
That's right. Eugene Cupjack was one of her most important workmen, and his sons went on to found Cupjack Studios and keep the legacy alive today.
And I think what's fascinating, you said like his examples, he actually glues down the pieces. Hers,
that's right.
They had to hire people just to put them in place when they moved these around.
She had detailed dioramas, little diagrams of where all of the furniture, all of the books, all of the silverware, where everything went when the rooms would travel.
Painstaking detail. And finally, this is what I really like. So this is if you want to get kind of a hands-on feel for what these are like, because most of these are enclosed in glass, but not this one.
That's right. So typically in a museum, you would see these miniature rooms already set into the wall, and so you don't get to peer into the sides, through all of the different doors and windows. And you can even see how some of the panels are made. Is this just a piece of wood? The knob, all of the paneling just applied right onto it.
So it's all here at the History Center of Lake Forest, Lake Bluff. They have hours Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. It's all free. And the museum is bigger than this. It's actually fascinating. It's an old church. They moved in about 4 years ago. They have free lectures, and you can come and enjoy all the exhibits here. It's really fascinating, guys.
Wow. Yeah. Did you knock down the chandelier, Tim? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
You break it, you buy it.
Okay, I'll have to fix that.
It's a little too hard.
I'll expense it. Yeah.
I was going to say, even at that little, I'm sure it'd be very expensive. Thanks. That was so much fun, Tim. We appreciate it. Yeah, very cool.